Good evening, students. We now start the class of physical education, plus 2. And let me take the attendance first. I take the attendance daily, but no response is there. Only 2 students they responded. One was Kalpana Sharma and the second is Prabjot. Others have not responded, so I have marked their absent. And this attendance will be counted for counting the 75% of the attendance later on when you appear for the board exam. So kindly be sure that you attend the lecture. For that, I have said you that you say yes on the WhatsApp group. We have formed the group also, and the WhatsApp group name is plus 2 physical 2020. There is no gap in between. Plus 2 physical 2020. This is the WhatsApp group we have formed. You must say yes after listening the lecture, so that your attendance will be marked only after that. I will take now attendance. Ayushi Singta, Akanksha Sharma, Ankita Changra, Kalpana Sharma, Mokshika, Prabjot, Shakshi, Sapna, Shariba. Shariba is not listening to our lectures, not only physical but other lectures also. Where are you, Shriba? If anyone knows her number, kindly send it to me. Number of Shriba. Then Shrestha Rana, Sabika Ali, Swati Bhardwaj, Amarpreet. Amarpreet has also sent a new number, so I have entered his number. That is 783-200-2369. If there is some change, kindly inform again. Himanshu Saini, Manish Kumar, Nitesh Dubey, Saurabh Rana, Sushant, Lakhan, and Nilesh. So kindly say yes on the WhatsApp which I have shown to you. We will start the class now after 1 minute till you take your pen and notebook, please. So 1 minute starts now. So let us start the topic. And as I told, the chapter was of training in sports, and about the training we have already studied that what is training, what are the aims of training, what were the periods of training, and in the periods of training we studied about preparation period, we studied about competition period and transition period. So preparation period is almost the warming up, which we have studied already. Preparation period means preparing for the tournament or for the competition. Then we had the competition period, where we have studied how to achieve the best performance during the match, during the competition. Then we studied about the transition period, that was the recovery period, or we can say the cooling down period, leveling down period, that is transition period. So all the periods we have studied. Then we have to study methods of training now, and development of various components of fitness, that were strength, speed, endurance, elasticity, coordination, etc. For those components, some training will be now given for the sports. So all the methods of training will be studied like this. The methods of training. The first will be strength development method. Strength development method. Second will be endurance development method. And third will be speed development training method. So let us today study only the strength development training method. And in this method also, we have three types of trainings. First will be exercises. Second will be weight training. And third will be circuit training. Circuit training is also very important. Every year a question comes from circuit training. And weight training is also here. And the important part is now exercises. This part also comes in the exams. Exercises. So what are types of exercises? First is isometric exercises. Then we have isotonic exercises. And then we have isokinetic exercises. And in the endurance development training method, we will study next day. That is continuous training method, fartlek training method, and interval training method. That we will study tomorrow or day after. And in the speed development training method, we will study about pace run method and acceleration run method. So let us now go to the strength development training method. And in the strength development training method, we have to study about exercises, about weight training, and about circuit training. So today we will study about exercises. That how many types of exercises we have. We have isometric exercises, we have isotonic exercises, we have isokinetic exercises. Don't get confused, but look at this chart always. When you study of this chapter on methods of training, then please look this chart, then you will be able to study that part of the training. Then it will be clear to you that what training we are studying. Otherwise, you will get confused. So we will now go to the strength development training method. Strength development training method, as the word shows, strength. Strength means takat. It is ability to resist, we can say. Ability to resist. जब भी कोई ताकत लगानी होती है, क्यों लगाएंगे हम ताकत? There is some action on our muscles, and then we are to give some resistance to that. So strength is the ability to resist. Then we have muscular strength, which is very important here in sports. Muscular strength is defined as the ability of muscles to overcome resistance. रेजिस्टेंस को ओवरकम करना, जैसे मैंने पहले ही कहा कि रेजिस्टेंस जब आएगा तभी मसल्स काम करेंगे, ओवरकम करना पड़ेगा हमको. टू ओवरकम रेजिस्टेंस, वी कैन से टू एक्ट अगेंस्ट इट, उसके अगेंस्ट काम करना है. रेजिस्टेंस के अगेंस्ट तो फोर्स लगेगी. तो स्ट्रेंथ कैन बी ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स. वन इज मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ, then it is strength endurance, then we can have explosive strength. So the first type of strength is maximum strength. Maximum, you as the word shows, that maximum जो resistance होगा वो कब होगा? When maximum intensity is there in a single effort. The ability of muscles to overcome the resistance of maximum intensity. Maximum intensity आई हमारे पास, इतना रेजिस्टेंस हमें लगाना पड़ेगा, इतनी फोर्स लगानी पड़ेगी in a single effort. Single effort means only once. For example, weight lifting है, तो जब जर्क से वेट लिफ्ट उठाना है तो there is maximum intensity. Resistance will be of maximum intensity and we will apply maximum strength. Hammer throw है, In hammer throw also we have to put maximum strength to overcome the resistance of the hammer. Then we have strength endurance. After maximum strength, we have strength endurance. Endurance, as the word shows, the ability of a person to maintain strength for a longer period of time. लंबे समय तक अगर आपने कोई काम करना है तो एंडुरेंस होनी चाहिए. अगर एंडुरेंस है तो that strength will be called strength endurance. Strength for a longer period of time. For example, I told you earlier in the previous chapters that it is swimming. For swimming, endurance is required. पर ऐसा ना हो कि एंडुरेंस नहीं है, हो सकता है वी मे ड्राउन, रास्ते में डूब जाएं. तो strength endurance must be there. For long races also, many athletes they come out of the long race after running a few meters or kilometers, they then come out. So there must be endurance in the body. It is called strength endurance. Then we have explosive endurance, explosive strength. Strength is explosive. Explosive माने एकदम से स्ट्रेंथ हो, एक्सप्लोजन हो जाए, जिसके कहते हैं स्ट्रेंथ का. जैसे वॉलीबॉल का स्मैश करने जा रहे हैं तो एक्सप्लोजन है, दैट इज एक्सप्लोजन. इतनी जोर से लगे वॉलीबॉल में आपका हाथ, so that it may go to the other court and strongly on the ground. So the ability of muscles to overcome resistance with high speed of activity. Activity should be with high speed of activity. That is throwing shot put, you can say, discus, fast break in basketball. So all are the examples of explosive strength. So these were the types of strength, and we are now to study strength development training method. Strength development training method, it is very important to for the strength also, for the maximum strength, endurance strength, and explosive strength. Before that, according to Lamb, David R. Lamb, he was the writer. What he said, according to David R. Lamb, muscular strength is defined as the greatest amount of force. Muscular strength जो है उसको हम define कर सकते हैं, कहता as the greatest amount of force that muscles can produce in a single maximal effort. As I told you earlier also, single maximal effort, lifting the weight at once. So muscular strength is defined as the greatest amount of force that muscles can produce in a single maximal effort. And for the development of strength in the body, as I told in the chart, there are many training methods, but some of them are very important, and I showed you earlier also. Again, I'll show that these are the methods, strength development methods, and the first is exercises, second is weight training, third is circuit training. Let us now do exercises. As I told, exercises are again of three types: isometric, isotonic, and isokinetic. So we will study one by one. We will study first of all exercises, and in the exercises we will study isometric, then we will study isotonic, then we will study isokinetic. Only this we will study today. Tomorrow we will study weight training and circuit training. So let us go to the exercises part. Exercises, isometric exercises. First of all, in the exercises, as I told, isometric exercises. What is iso? Iso means constant, and metric means length. So isometric is made up of two words, iso and metric. Iso constant, metric length. Metric meter से आपको पता ही है, मीटर को length बोलते हैं. So it will be metric means length. So in these type of exercises, the length of the muscles will remain constant. The length of the muscles will remain constant. The exercises were first of all introduced by Hattinger and Muller in 1955. Hattinger and Muller, they were the two educationists. They have written about the exercises. They introduced these exercises, isometric exercises. So these are the exercises we have said where muscle tension is developed without any visible movement of muscles. मसल्स की मूवमेंट दिखाई नहीं पड़ेगी, मसल टेंशन तो होगा, but without any, we can say, movement, visible movement, or any part of the body, या body का part भी कोई नहीं हिलना चाहिए, movement नहीं होनी चाहिए. Work done in these exercises may be zero, since no distance is covered. You are all other students of physics, and you have studied that work done is force F dot S, force into distance, we can say. So when the distance is not covered, there is no change in position, the work done will be zero. So work done in these exercises will be zero. These are the exercises. I will show you examples of these exercises. Say pushing the wall. Wall is being pushed. Muscles are working, but there is no movement of muscles. We cannot see the movement of muscles of the body. And this is your holding dumbbell sideways. Dumbbell we can hold sideways. On one hand, we can have dumbbell. Dumbbell is heavy. It is made up of iron. So we can hold it here and there will be no motion of the arm, but muscles are working. There is a pressure on the muscles. Then we can have the holding leg at 45 degree. We are lying here down and legs are up at 45 degrees centigrade. This angle is 45 degrees centigrade. So here also muscles are working, but there is no movement. Movement is not shown. And then we have here leg press. We are lying here, legs are up here, and they are being pressed against this bar. Leg press. So this is also one of the examples of isometric exercise. Then we have another example, that is arm press and squat press. This is arm press. Arm is being pressed here with this weight, but movement is not there. Squat press. Squat is घुटने थोड़े मोड़ने हैं नीचे को और वेट यहाँ पर उठाना है, बट मूवमेंट नहीं करनी है. देयर इज नो मूवमेंट हियर. सो दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ isometric exercise. One typical example of isometric exercise is like this. Say this person, one leg is here above, second leg is here, he is bending, he has bent, and arms are here. So this is a typical type of isometric exercise. Motion is not there, but muscles are working. Muscles of this leg, muscles of this arm, they are working. Muscles of this leg also, they are working, but there is no visible motion. So these were some examples of holding dumbbell, pushing a wall, holding legs at 45 degree, leg press, etc. And with the help of these exercises, certain games will be possible. We can play them easily. That is, one is gymnastics, archery, yoga, and weightlifting. These are the examples of the games depending upon the isometric exercises. Now we will study the advantages of these isometric exercises. These exercises are useful for warming up also. In the warming up, these exercises are done. These exercises can be performed anywhere. आप pushing the wall है, कहीं भी हम उसको कर सकते हैं. कहीं भी wall मिल जाए आपको, maybe in home, maybe outside. Holding legs at 45 degree, it can be done in some garden, it can be done in ground, anywhere, even in the street or home or outside, anywhere. Less or no equipment is required. Either no equipment is required or very less equipment is required. Holding legs at 45 degrees centigrade, no equipment is required. Pressing the wall, no equipment is required except wall. But holding of dumbbells sideways requires dumbbells. But only few exercises are there in which some apparatus or equipment is required. Less time is required for exercises. Less time is required. Very less. Only few minutes or few seconds are required for these exercises, because otherwise we will get bored. Nothing new after some time. Most of these exercises can be done कब? When athlete or player may be injured. चाहे वो इंजर हो चुका हो पहले, इंजरी में भी these exercises can be done. These exercises can be done when the player is already injured. Then we have certain disadvantage. One is not effective for development of endurance. Endurance के लिए effective नहीं है development के लिए. Second, one gets fed up after some time. वॉल प्रेस करनी है, कितनी देर करेगा? टांगे ऊपर रखनी है 45 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पर, 45 डिग्री पर, तो कितनी देर करेगा? So one gets bored or fed up. Great compression on the chest. There is a great compression on the chest. Hence there is pressure on lungs and heart. Lungs और heart पर भी pressure पड़ता है, इसलिए वहाँ भी इनको थोड़ी दिक्कत आती है करने में. And fourth point is only static strength is developed. Only static strength is developed. And last point is not recommended for growing children. Growing children के लिए recommend नहीं करते इनको, क्योंकि movement नहीं है, only pressure on the muscles, which is not required much for the younger children. Then we go on to the next exercise, that is isotonic. I told you that first of all it is isometric, then it is isotonic, then it will be isokinetic. So it is isotonic. Again, iso means constant and tonic means muscle tension. In these type of exercises, the tension of muscles will remain constant. Tension होगी, लेकिन muscles जो है वो क्या होंगे? They will remain constant. Tension constant रहेगी, but the movement can be there. These exercises were introduced by D. Lorme in 1945. D. Lorme in 1945. Remember the name and the year of introduction. In these exercises, direct movement of exercising parts of the body is visible. In isometric, the muscles were not in movement, not visible movement, but here they can be visible. For example, weightlifting with free weight. If we have free weight, our body parts will be working and we can see the movement of the body parts and the muscles. These exercises make muscles active and flexible along with strength. Strength के साथ साथ एक्टिव हो जाते हैं मसल्स और फ्लेक्सिबल भी हो जाते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज लेंथ ऑफ मसल्स कैन बी इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज. मसल्स की लेंथ हम इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज कर सकते हैं. These exercises can be done with or without apparatus. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है with और without apparatus. इनको apparatus के साथ भी कर सकते हैं, without apparatus भी कर सकते हैं, जो कि isometric वर mostly work without apparatus. The schedule of exercises can be 3 days: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can choose the other 3 days also, but mostly these are taken because Sunday is holiday: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then we have the advantages of these trainings, that is isotonic. But before that, I'll show some isotonic exercises. These are the exercises. This is again squat, bending the knees and taking the weight here. You can move here, movement can be there. This is also squat. And then we can have bent over rowing. The person has bent here. Bent, this is rowing, row. Bent over rowing. This is the example of a isotonic. You may not draw these diagrams, but you can write. But I am just showing that what is this squat and what is this rowing, etc. Some more examples can be of arm curling and wrist curling. Here arm curling is there, and here arm curling. This is arm curling, and here wrist curling is there. Wrist has it has hold this bar, and here it is arm curling. Here we started. This is arm curling and wrist curling. And then there is again a typical example, just like in isometric. This is the typical example. We start from here, then we bend here, we can stand here, raising our hand, and then again we can bend and we can put our arms down. So this is isotonic exercise. You start from here up to here. Typical isotonic exercise. I told you that you may not draw the diagram, but you will write only about these exercises. So what are the advantages of these trainings? The first advantage can be it develops dynamic strength. The exercise that develops dynamic strength and muscular endurance. It improves coordination. It is effective in improving techniques. Techniques of the game will be improved with these exercises. Strength can be maintained for a longer time, because there is movement, so strength can be maintained for a longer time. In isometric, strength cannot be maintained for a longer time. And next point is, fifth point, through these exercises, the person means player or athlete, will achieve higher level of athletic performance. As I told you that we should always look for the higher level of performance. So when we perform these exercises before the competition, the player achieves the higher level of performance in the game, during the game. Muscles gain in length along with strength. Muscles they gain in length along with strength. Strength भी मिलती है उनको और length भी मिलती है. But certain disadvantages. Everything has certain advantages, certain disadvantages. Energy is wasted because movement is repeated many times. Movement is repeated many times. बार बार हम उस काम को कर रहे हैं, उठा रहे हैं, नीचे रख रहे हैं वेट को. Some of the exercises require special equipment. As I showed you certain diagrams, certain special equipments are required. Time of muscular contraction is very short. Muscular contraction के लिए टाइम नहीं मिलता, क्योंकि एक बार करा, सेकंड टाइम करा, थर्ड टाइम करा, फ्रीक्वेंसी ज्यादा करनी पड़ती है. So muscular contraction is very short. There is no regularity in the increase of strength. There is no regularity in the increase of strength. यानी भी स्ट्रेंथ में कोई रेगुलरिटी है, कभी बढ़ गई, कभी घट गई, कभी कुछ हो गया, बट रेगुलरिटी नहीं. There is much chance of muscle injury. muscle injury can be there. There is a much chance of muscle injury. Muscle injury can be there if there is no coach here. Strength can be maintained for a longer time, and there is minimum chance of much chance of muscle injury. I told you that muscle injury is can be there. So now let us see the difference between isometric and isotonic exercises. We have studied two types of exercises. So this question can be asked in the examination. What is the difference between what are differences between isometric and isotonic exercises? So first of all, we can say length of muscles. Isometric exercises, in these exercises, length of some muscles does not change. As I told you earlier, isometric, iso means constant, and in isotonic, it changes. And the second point is muscular endurance. Muscular endurance, it is developed more through isotonic exercises as compared to isometric exercises. More muscles, the endurance is more in the case of isotonic exercises because we can have movement. Recovery from muscular fatigue. Muscular fatigue is always there after the game or after the exercise. It is faster in isotonic. We can say recovery. Recovery is faster in isotonic and it is slow in isometric. Place and equipment. Place anywhere isometric. I told you anywhere we can do without equipment also. For example, holding legs at 45 degree centigrade. Again, that example. Isotonic requires special place, weights, row, etc. and special equipment. All these equipments are special. They are required. Movement of muscles or the body. Isometric में क्या है? No external movement is visible, whereas in isotonic, external movement is visible. A great movement is observed. For example, arm curling, wrist curling. So movement is to be there. Only then we can curl. Only we can have the wrist curling. Squat also, you will have to bend at the knee. Interesting versus boring. As I told you, isotonic exercises, they are interesting. They are how much we have done, how much we can do. But isometric, pushing the wall, that creates boredom. So developing strength, isometric develops strength at one point. In isotonic, strength is developed uniformly. Strength is developed uniformly. So these were the, we can say, difference between isometric and isotonic exercises. And then we go to the last exercise, that is isokinetic exercise. Isokinetic exercise, iso again constant and kinetic, you know, motion, half mv square, motion v, velocity is there. So constant means which may remain the same, do not change. That is, in these types of exercises, the motion of the muscles remain constant. These were first introduced by J.J. Perrine, Perrine, in 1968. J.J. Perrine in 1968. These exercises are mixture of isometric and isotonic, and these are the latest. Isokinetic exercises are the latest. Isometric and isotonic, they are old exercises, but it is latest. In these exercises, there is contraction of muscle and speed is controlled. So muscle also contracts, but speed is controlled. Speed is there, but it can be controlled. In these exercises, there is fixed range to perform action. फिक्स रेंज है, ये नहीं जितना मर्जी घूम लो, जितना मर्जी कर लो, रेंज एक फिक्स होगा आर्म का या लेग का, फिक्स रेंज टू परफॉर्म एक्शन, एंड क्वांटिटी ऑफ वेट we can say the amount of exercise is also predetermined. पहले से पता होगा कि कितना करना है कितना नहीं करना. जैसे ट्रेडमिल है उस पर हम चल रहे हैं, उसमें टाइमिंग फिक्स कर देते हैं या स्पीड फिक्स कर देते हैं, तो अमाउंट ऑफ एक्सरसाइज वी कैन से और वेट वी कैन से इट इज predetermined. The person who performs these exercises on machine like the treadmill, etc., keeps in mind that she has to apply this force throughout the range of movement. उसको पता है कि मैंने मूवमेंट जितनी भी करनी है, जितनी भी साइकिलिंग करनी है, चाहे चाहे ट्रेडमिल पर काम करना है, उसको पता है कितनी देर मैंने करना है और मुझे फोर्स लगातार अप्लाई करनी है उसमें. he knows it. In these exercises the flexor and extensor muscles are developed simultaneously. Flexor and extensor muscles. What are flexor muscles and what are extensor muscles? Flexor and extensor muscles are developed simultaneously. एक साथ ही होते हैं दोनों. फ्लेक्सर क्या है और इन एक्सटेंसर क्या है? Let me explain something about them. We have biceps and triceps, you know. In the upper arm, we have biceps. Upper part is called biceps and lower part it is called tricep. So what happens when we contract our biceps? जो biceps contract हो जाते हैं, then it is called flexor muscles. Why they contract? It has two heads, two major parts. Bi means two parts, major parts. So these parts they get contracted. जैसे आपने बाजू को मोड़ा, ऊपर तक ले गए, तो बाइसेप्स हो गए. बाइसेप्स ये फ्लेक्सर मसल्स दे आर वर्किंग. और जब वहीं पर ही हाथ रख करके अपना जो कलाई है उसको मोड़ा, रिस्ट को मोड़ा, वहीं हाथ रख करके, then the tricep will be affected. The opposing muscle of a flexor is called extensor muscle. So tricep is an extensor muscle. Upper arm का नीचे वाला जो हिस्सा है, that muscle is called tricep muscle. It has three heads. The tri means three, triangle, three lines. So tricep, it has also three heads, three parts. So these are the flexor and extensor muscles. What happens is that in these exercises, the flexor and extensor muscles are developed simultaneously. दोनों ही काम लगातार होते हैं. एक मसल भी काम करेगा, दूसरा भी करेगा simultaneously. For example, ice skating, chin-ups, rope climbing, cycling, butterfly swimming. These are the examples of isokinetic exercises. Then again, we have certain advantages and disadvantages of these exercises. First of all, advantages. Number one, you can see on the board. These develop explosive strength. Explosive strength आती है इनमें. These also develop static and dynamic strength. These also develop maximum tension in muscles. What is movement in muscles is done quickly. Speed is constant throughout the movement because it is half mv square. Velocity is fixed, so speed is also constant. These exercises are best to improve muscular strength and endurance. Muscular strength or endurance आपने पढ़ रखा है पहले. What are strength? What is muscular strength? What is endurance? These exercises are best for the improvement of these two things. These exercises are effective for almost every game. सभी गेम्स के लिए ठीक है एक्सरसाइजेज. एक आध गेम को छोड़ दीजिए, जैसे ब्रेस्ट स्ट्रोक है इन स्विमिंग. स्विमिंग में ब्रेस्ट स्ट्रोक जो होता है उसमें क्या होता है, वाटर अपने आप ही हेल्पफुल है. वाटर हेल्पफुल है तैरने के लिए, स्विमिंग के लिए. सो देयर इट मे नॉट बी रिक्वायर्ड. डिसएडवांटेज There are two main disadvantages. One is these require specific type of equipment. Isometric do not require, but isokinetic and isotonic they require special type of equipment. For example, rope is required or swimming pool is required. Only then these exercises can be done, otherwise not possible. Some machine is required, say treadmill or cycling, static cycling. So these can be performed under the supervision of a coach only. We cannot perform ourselves. Otherwise, sport person may get hurt or he may do something wrong. So these exercises have some advantages, disadvantages, but we can perform these exercises as per our need to increase the strength. So these were the strength development exercises. Thank you very much.